And I'm fine with the way that the setup is. I'm fine with the artwork. I'm fine that it's a message of support. I never took it as a religious, as any type of religious type annotation.
Liar! Liar!
Flashback.
The statues contain a great message and will bless our first responders. It might help them. They might say a little prayer before they go out on duty.
The mayor in his authority makes decisions. He's made this decision. He understands that some people don't agree with it. That's the price of doing business.
I'm sorry, I can't hear what he's saying.
We get it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President.
So yeah, I would just.
I don't.
Very proud of yourself, I understand.
Decision.
All due respect, Mr. Walker, I don't want to have a back and forth with Mr. Walker right now while folks are interrupting us, so.
Yeah, that's fine. We can wait.
But
We can wait. It's disrespectful.
I think we're having an important conversation. I don't want to miss
You
what
want to
he's
have a
saying.
conversation? This is how it starts. We understand your position. You can smile and grin all you want and put your little signs up, but we're not going to continue until you put them down. Okay, Council, we're going to take a recess until these people mind their
Mr.
manners.
President?
No one who opposed the statues was invited to speak. None of the councilors asked even the most basic questions about the content of the statues, the process by which they were purchased, how the artist was chosen, whether the price was fair, why an art commission wasn't convened to oversee the selection, or what legal ramifications the ACLU's opinion might carry. Monday night's performance at City Hall was pure theater, a scripted spectacle meant to imitate discourse, not engage in it. The council attempted to rewrite the plot, framing the discussion as a debate over support for our first responders, something that just Quincy does not oppose. The focus of our objection is clear. Religious statues that violate both the Massachusetts and U.S. constitutions, inserted into a public project without input from the people or their elected representatives, conceived and commissioned by one individual to reflect their own taste and religious sensibilities. And yet, when we call out the farce, we are cast as disruptors. A few gasps, a smirk, a shake of the head, and suddenly, those holding the microphones claim they cannot hear each other. But Quincy's residents aren't fooled by this pathetically staged production. The real tragedy is in our reaction. It's the Koch administration and City Council's poorly performed play-acting of public engagement, all while overlooking opposition and dismissing dissent.
A massive movement of U.S. military might.
Some of those things that were included in that budget at that time, there was a discussion of some merit, of some length, relative to a $1,000 microwave that was going to be in this building. Well, that was a snapshot in that time. That microwave that on those early preliminary estimates showed $1,000 because it was built around what the kitchen needed to be and where the utilities for the kitchen needed to be. That microwave ended up costing $200. So the budget changes. As we have.
I don't understand. Where does all this come from? How do you get funding for something like this? You don't actually think they spend $20,000 on a hammer, $30,000 on a toilet seat, do you?
But like some tangible next steps, what can folks do?
Wait for the beautiful public artwork to appear on these buildings and enjoy it with the rest of the public. No, honestly, I'm not trying to be flip. I'm really not trying to be flipped. I think I've made it clear that the decision on this has been made.
Mm-hmm.
Of taxpayer dollars. But the core issue here, I think that we have discovered as a council here, it's not the artwork, at least it's not for me, it's the fact that the city council was unaware that this was happening.
By George, I think he's got it.
I don't appreciate surprises like this, especially when they spark controversy and/or political opportunism, which is what's going on here.
No, he doesn't, as you were.
Gosh darn it! Shoot!
I think, people need to recognize how this issue came up. This issue was not brought to my colleagues on the city council. This was sent anonymously to the Patriot Ledger. And that's how we all found out. So this was savvy. This wasn't meant to open up a discussion with the people who work in government, whether with the mayor's office or with the city council. This was someone trying to embarrass us, which I don't appreciate. And the council, please, shouldn't be put in a position, whether by the mayor's office or anyone who wanted to subvert this, in a position where we appear uninformed. That's not good faith interactions.
Today we're going to be continuing with fallacies of relevance, looking at a fallacy called missing the point. Let's take a look. Basically what it is when an argument entails one conclusion, but the arguer claims that it entails another.
Now the broader question, public art, cost, and context. So this is the first time in my tenure that something like this has come up, where we're categorizing something as church and state.
Rowan, do you know what air quotes mean?
To genuinely emphasize things.
Rowan, air quotes are sarcastic irony. They kind of mean the exact opposite of what you think they mean.
In a debate, so it's worth asking again, connected to the political opportunism, why now? Why is this an issue now?
Well, I'm a psychic.
You're psychic.
I am.
Really?
Yes.
It is because the residents of Quincy, including those in a just Quincy, do not employ a clairvoyantier who can know what malfeasance the city is up to without being informed about it. In other words, it became an issue as soon as we read about it in the Patriot Ledger.
So I'm not a judge, and I don't believe that the intent of this artwork was to promote a specific religion. And personally, I see that most statues, any statues, whether it's the Adamses out here, the generals down the street, they're all representative of religion in some way, shape, or form.
It's a made-up tale. It's a total fabrication.
They represent the deification of human figures. At one point, Councilor Devine just started going down the trail of talking about what Michael was or Florian was. Those were humans at one point in time who've been deified.
Unlike most saints, Saint Michael the Archangel was never a human being who lived on earth, but instead has always been a heavenly angel who is declared a saint in honor of his work helping people on earth. The name Michael means who is like God.
And now channeled through a religion that people are reacting to.
That's the Dunning-Kruger effect. If you only know a little bit about a field, you actually lack the knowledge necessary to grasp the fact that you suck. In other words, you literally don't know what you don't know.
The city went on to commission a requested statue by residents depicting Abigail Adams, which cost $700,000, one statue for $700,000, as opposed to the two, I think, that we're talking about tonight for $850,000.
You made those words up.